What's going on YouTube? Reaction video. Game. And I always watch my videos before I post them unless they're live, and I kind of critique myself, and I wasn't really satisfied with the way I made that video. I kind of got off topic and it got long, and I didn't feel like doing a whole bunch of editing, so I just decided I wasn't going to do that. I decided that I was going to just make a live video. Who just said something there about Bama? Let me see. Brian, what's going on with Alabama, dude? You tell me. I've been out riding around. What's up, John May? Thanks. Appreciate the thumbs up, buddy. I don't know. I thought Bama was playing later today. Are they on right now? You guys jump in the comment section in the chat there. Let me know, because I didn't think they were playing yet. I looked around on the channels, and the only game I've even figured would be worth watching would be the Citadel is tied 10-10. Are you serious? Come on, that can't be true. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 10-10 at halftime. Oh my goodness. That's not good. That's not. Is Tua playing, or do they have Mac the knife in there? Is he playing? It may be upset, but that'd be the upset. So on the video that I made earlier, wow, that's scary, dude. Offensive Citadel is crazy. Alabama's struggling with it. I think they will eventually, hopefully, start pulling away if they can hold on to the ball. Tua's playing. I guarantee you there's some conversations going on at locker room right now. Holy crap. That's insane. I'm gonna watch that game in just a few minutes. By the way, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Thanks so much. It really encourages me to keep making content and getting out here and doing the videos. SEC Network. Yeah, I got that. I'll watch that. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty there. I guess I got it closer to the door. I got bad internet signal today. The video that I put out, I'm glad I didn't post it now, because I went over all the stats. And I said everything that they figured. Hey, what's up, Roll Tide 808? Wish they lost. He's a hater. Well, at least you admit that you're a hater. I think a lot of people are haters of Alabama. Stop dreaming that Bama would lose. I'm not dreaming that Bama would lose. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt us whether or not Alabama loses or not. They still clinch the West. We've still clinched the East. So we're still going to play in a national championship game. National championship game. You hear how I'm talking, right? I'm still going to play in the SEC championship game. It wouldn't matter. They'd still put Bama in. They'd still put them in. Even if they lose now and Georgia beats them, they would probably still get in. I mean, the other teams this year just suck. They just do. This is a bad year for college football all around, in my opinion. Most of the conferences have completely cannibalized themselves. Ohio State's a nightmare. Oklahoma is not looking all that great. Michigan looks okay. Notre Dame's overrated. Clemson's playing a bunch of nobodies. How do I think the Syracuse-Notre Dame game is going to go? Well, to be honest, I think there's a strong likelihood that Notre Dame could lose that game. That's definitely a possibility. I mean, Syracuse does not have a bad ball club. They really don't. So if you watch those guys and you watch them play, they actually have a pretty good offense. And if they get rolling, I don't know that Notre Dame's got an offense that can keep up. Who's still your daddy? Uncle Nick, rat poison, saving it to us, sir. No, sir. Because until we play, technically, Georgia's still your SEC champion. Even though you guys are national champs, you couldn't even win your own division last year. So if you're going to poke fun at me, I'm going to poke fun back. That's just the way that's going to go. So you call me champ, I'll call you champ, and we'll both be happy. How about that? Tua has his brace off and is not limping. You think Georgia will wear black? I doubt they'll wear black, Paramount. Typically, if Georgia wears black, it's announced so the fans can wear black to the games. But if they come out in black, that stadium's going to go nuts. One of the things I wanted to talk about was the Georgia-UMass game. I don't think we're going to overlook UMass. I think that we got our punch in the mouth from LSU early on, and Georgia's played with some tenacity ever since. So I think we'll be okay. Citadel about to beat Bama. Good Lord. I don't think so, but we'll see. All right, Ellie Davidson, who's your favorite Georgia fan? And if I'm the second favorite, who's your favorite? I got to ask. And don't tell me Uncle Lou. I like that guy. So for those of you who don't know who Uncle Lou is another Georgia super fan. He makes a lot of content. He puts a lot of stuff out. He makes some great videos. He's funny. I like watching him stuff, and he's a super Georgia homer. Same, keep chopping. Do you think Justin will play more than Fromm? Yeah, I think Justin should play more than Fromm in this game. I think we'll get out to a couple of scores. If they start Jake Fromm, they'll probably start Jake Fromm. We'll get out to a couple of scores, and then they'll swap in Fields, and they really need to. They need to let Fields play. As far as UMass, the predictor between the two, I think Georgia's a 45-point favorite. Second half adjustments in the roll in second half, most likely. I think Nick Saban's going to go in there. He's going to take a look at what their Citadel's doing. Citadel doesn't have I don't even know the name of the head coach for Citadel, so I highly doubt he's going to be able to make any adjustments. I appreciate that, John. I don't know that I have a better channel. I just think I have a different channel. I believe Georgia has a chance right now. We're a 7-point underdog. Any given Saturday, anybody can beat anybody. Last year, whenever we played Oklahoma, I never would have thought that we'd have scored as many points. If you would have told me that we're going to get in a shootout with Oklahoma, I would have said, if we get in a shootout with Oklahoma, we're going to lose. There's no way we're going to win that game. And somehow we did. We went out there and we got into a shootout, and we won it with them. So I think our coach does a good job of getting our players in the right positions to make the right plays, the right play calling to do what needs to be done to win games. There's no doubt that Nick Saban is an absolute master at coaching. You can't dispute that fact. I don't care how much you hate Alabama. There's too many rings on the table to say he doesn't know what he's doing. Do I ever have nightmares about 2nd and 26? No. No, it doesn't bother me, and I'll tell you why. We really should not have even been in the college football playoff, considering what we had on the field to start with. True freshman quarterback. A lot of players that I didn't expect to do as well as they did extremely well. Yeah, Nick Saban's chewing on some. Yeah, he ain't chewing on ice. I can promise you that. But for Georgia to take Alabama to the wire with a young team as we had, I was extremely impressed with our coaching staff. They did the right film study, did the right work. Out of a pure desperation, they put Tua in, and Tua had the game of his career. I mean, that just never happens in college football. So hats off to them for being able to do that and making that call. Most coaches never would have made that call. They'd have left Jalen in. But anyway, as far as, yeah, I agree. Anderson needs to play more. That guy's nuts. What's up, Jay Bolton? You got on here a little late. Prediction for the Tennessee game. Missouri, is it Missouri versus Tennessee, Vol? If you guys play like you did last week, I think it'll be probably around, I would say 32-26 Tennessee. But it's hard to say. Hey, what's up, Jermaine? Jermaine Dunbar Trucking. I see you, brother. If Auburn was to sack Tua a lot and they were mean enough to target his knees, yeah. I talked about it in a couple of videos. I think it's absolutely crazy that they go after his knees like they did. At least I think he did. If Alabama loses this game, it'll probably be the most money that's been lost on a sports game all year, because everybody and their brother bet on this game for Alabama to win. The Citadel basically has a high school team. They're based out of Charleston, South Carolina. I know a couple of alums that go there, and they basically have a ball team just because they've always had a ball team. I don't think I don't even know what their record is, but it's terrible. Paramount, yeah, dude, I like your videos, man. You do a good job. And for you other guys here on the channel, Paramount makes hype videos. He doesn't do commentary like I do, but his hype videos are pretty cool. You guys go check him out if Citadel keeps us going. Yeah, what's going on, Jermaine? Since I got about 40 people on here now, which is pretty high for me, you guys do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You're welcome, Paramount. You make good stuff. You guys hit that like button. It really helps my stats and pushes me up so people see my other videos and whatnot. I mean, I hate begging you guys for thumbs up and all whatnot, but it does help. Vol Rising says he subbed to him. Like it up, everyone. If Citadel didn't run a triple option, Alabama would be winning 35-0. The triple option is actually a really hard system to stop, and a lot of schools that run the triple option basically do that because they don't have the talent positions filled up with guys that can really perform well. And that's typically what Alabama plays is they play skill position versus skill position, which is a great way to play football. If you guys have if you've got a team that you have smart players with not necessarily a lot of talent, you can run a triple option team and actually do pretty good. Georgia Tech does it on a regular basis, and I dislike Georgia Tech almost as much as I dislike Auburn. For those of you who don't know, the traditional name of the Georgia-Auburn game is the the Deep South's oldest rivalry, and the name of the Georgia Tech game is clean old-fashioned hate. So that ought to tell you the kind of animosity between the two teams. If you run the triple option a lot and you're good at it, you can disguise a lot of plays. Absolutely. The fortunate thing for Georgia is that Georgia plays the Citadel Georgia plays Tech every year. So we know we're going to see the triple option. We get used to it. We've practiced it. And that's why I think Georgia's beat Georgia Tech our last 13 out of 15 meetings or 15 out of 18 or something ridiculous. Drop Bama to 3 or 4 places if they win by 14 or less. Well, Carol, I think you got a good point there. Big Dog, let's see. Roll Tide, I said, I watch a couple of these shows and I think your channel is more respectable while his is more fanatic channel. He's a good point. Yeah, I like Uncle Lou's stuff because he kind of says all the stuff that if you're a fan of, and if you swap his Georgia logo for whatever team you roll for, right? If you roll for Bama and you swap his stuff out for Bama and you just watch the way that he does his commentary, it's actually really funny and I enjoy it. So Georgia Tech has got to be the only team running a double wing tee with that triple option. Yeah, but I mean, Georgia always shuts it down. We're faster to the corners than they are, which is what you need to do. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm a little surprised that they've managed to score, that Citadel's managed to score 10 points against Alabama. That's something they definitely got to fix. Score prediction for the game for Georgia UMass, I'd probably say, you know, Georgia's going to be around at the 42 number, 43 number. I think you'll see UMass around 10, but I would not be surprised if we hold them to less or even shut them out. Uncle Lou, funny man. Yeah, he is. And I'll tell you what, and for you out, if there's Georgia fans on here that don't know who Funny Man is, go check that guy out. That guy's hilarious. And I think he intentionally avoids commentary against Georgia because he doesn't. He rips on everybody else, but he doesn't really say much about Georgia. He just kind of avoids us. You know, the way that Holyfield and Swift ran all over Big Dog's Big Mac and Big Dog Bread equal good lunch break. That's right. That's right. The way Georgia ran up and down the field on University of Kentucky, I would highly suspect Georgia's going to do a very similar game plan. But I think you're going to see a lot more Justin Fields in this particular go-around. Georgia Tech always cuts the legs out of linemen. I hate that about it. Yeah, but Chad, but in the past couple of years, the officiating staff has actually gotten pretty good. I think that they're getting heads up from the other Georgia coaching staff saying, hey, look, we don't want to injure players. This basically chop blocking crap is going on. Let's keep an eye out for it. Alabama isn't going to lose because Nick Saban will make offensive and defensive adjustments. Absolutely. I mean. A good job. He didn't do a great job, but he did a good job. But you would not see the adjustments at the half made by Mark Richt. You'd see Mark Richt get up pretty early in the game, and then he'd play super conservative. Kirby Smart doesn't do that. Kirby Smart almost kind of lags in the first half of the game, and then makes his adjustments at the half and pours it on in the second half and wins. So, and obviously, you know, that's one of the things that he learned at. Hold on, Mrs. Big Dog needs the keys.
Mrs. Big Dog needs you to take a cat to the pound before I shoot it.
Yes, ma'am. Bye, son.
Bye, you too. Bye, Dad.
So anyway, Holyfield and Swift, they combined 50 yards rushing the SEC title game this year. Boy, Dennis, you already talking smack, man. We ain't even got down there. I highly doubt you'll hold Swift to a combined 50 yards. That's friend. Is Hurt still injured? Yeah, I think Hurt. I think Jalen has still got an ankle problem, and they're probably not going to push that, especially against a team like the Citadel. I don't know what Alabama needs to do because I haven't been watching the game, so I can't give a whole lot of good commentary on what they need to do to make the adjustments. But probably what I would see is I would challenge if I were on the coaching staff at Alabama. Sorry, if I was on the coaching staff at Alabama, I would bring my linebackers down and have them just, one of them spy on the tailback or the running back every single down. I would have one of my other linebackers spy the quarterback every single down, and I would have my rover and I would have my cornerbacks and my safeties force them to either throw the ball and stay tight on man-to-man coverage, and that way if they do get a triple option, there's going to be a player there no matter what. Alabama's blitzed on every play. That can be a bad thing against teams that run the triple option. You really have to play disciplined football when you play the triple option because it is so deceptive, especially if they've practiced it and they're pretty good at it. The triple option is one of those things where if a player gets his back turned and they do it just right, really what happens is you're forced to try to make an on-the-spot decision, and so you freeze in place, and when that happens, that guy's already made a step or two away from you, the guy that has the ball, and then you're playing catch-up. Huh? Yeah. Fields needs them reps. He's got to get up to speed. Yeah, Fields definitely needs some reps. One of the big problems that Justin Fields, I think, has is that once he gets under a little pressure, he seems to fold up like a tent. He just doesn't know what to do. He starts running backwards, and at this level, you can't outspeed guys. They also play zone in that's true. That's Michigan and Georgia. I feel UGA would slaughter. The way the college football is, they already know Georgia and Alabama's going to play. They already know Georgia and Alabama's going to play. So they don't have to put Georgia in the top 4. So this satisfies the fan base from so much pushback by throwing in Notre Dame and Michigan. You got an SEC team in the #1 position, an ACC team in the #2 position. You got, is it Big 10 or Big 12? I can never keep those straight. I think both of the conferences are wimpy. And then you got an independent. So you kind of got a representative from all 4. They can't play like this against Auburn and win. You're probably right. But it's Gus Malzahn. He sucks. So they'll beat him. Up here in Arkansas, rocking my Georgia hoodie. That's right, buddy. You rock that hoodie. Look at it. You see it? Go Dogs, Athens, Georgia. I actually live about 80 to 90 miles from Athens. So I try to go to the games when I can. I would like to go to a game this year, but having just moved, funds are not the what they call it, disposable income. I don't have as much disposable income as I'm used to. But excuse me, 20 minutes talking with nothing to drink. But as far as the college football playoff, if Georgia beats Alabama, I mean, it's obviously going to put us in the top 4. If Michigan loses to Syracuse, that'll put us in the top 4. Notre Dame could choke it any second, so that's possible. You got my ticket next weekend, Jermaine? I tell you what, buddy, you come on down and we'll go to the game for sure, man. We'll put you on the Big Dog Network right here. I feel Auburn purposely injures Tua. I hate Auburn, dude. I hate Auburn with a passion. Bama just fumbled. I got to get in here and watch this game. The reason I was outside, I'm gonna go inside now. The reason I was outside is because hey, you got to put that on football, baby. I love you, but I'm watching football. You know how that rolls. Sorry, hon. So put on view and then go to the SEC network. My daughter's in here playing Fortnite, so I had to be the mean, cruel father that I am and kick her off that to watch college football. Bama game is looking better for y'all. Vol, to be honest with you, if we're gonna play Alabama, we really don't want them to stub their toe right now, unless they lose the next 2 games. But I don't want them to do that, and the reason why is because if I want to catch them off balance, I don't want to football the Fortnite bit. Put it on the SEC network, honey. Your daughter's playing the same thing. There you go. So go to the guide, and then go all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Up 1, down 1, Up one. Stop. There you go. She's messing with me. She's trying to make me lose my mind. Oh, man. Wait a minute. The Citadel has had 9. What is this? Ah, okay. So they started to look like they're getting on. They're getting it figured out now. We'll see what happens. 4th and 2. Where's the ball at? Anyway. So I would rather Alabama sleep on Georgia and get caught slipping on Georgia to take a punch in the mouth right now and get all fired up again. And that's what happened to Georgia. Georgia went out there, played LSU, got punched in the mouth, and then come back and just killed the next 3 or 4 teams we played. Citadel has a good offensive line, man. Well, maybe they do, but let's see if they can make this field goal. Let me watch this. Oh, boy. Look, he might have got it. Oh, they made the field goal. Charge him with a false start. Ouch. Ouch. He'll kick it again, 5 yards back. He had plenty of leg on that one. He'll probably get it. Oh, man. Well, anyway, if you're a Georgia fan, you want Alabama to be as strong as possible when we play them because that solidifies our position in the college football playoff. We want to be able to beat them. But they're definitely seeing some places where Georgia could take advantage of Alabama. I'd like to see Fields more play today. Yeah, I suspect he'll come in. If not in the second quarter, he'll definitely come in the second half. We should be able to run away with this game. Like I said, Georgia should score 42 points. UMass might catch us twice, slipping with some 3rd and 4th stringers. And he missed the second kick. Dang. What happened to McIntosh? What happened to Mac? All right, extra, you're leaving me hanging, man. You writing a book? Oh, yeah. 4-star running back. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, that's good. We always want more and more running backs. I'd like to see Georgia work on their passing. Our passing game is not bad. I just think that when you're able to run the ball, you don't have to pass it as much, and that's always kind of been Georgia's identity, is just run it down your throat. Still wonder how LSU beat Georgia with that garbage offense. I can tell you how they beat us. If you go back and you watch that game, Georgia come out there, got knocked on their heels and reeled the rest of the game, and the coaching staff in that game made terrible play calling. Exactly. Georgia took them lightly. Georgia got out there with the play calling, and that play calling was terrible. We went down the field one time. Running the ball. We get all the way down to like the 5-yard line or whatever, and then we passed it 3 or 4 times. It was terrible. Wonder why we haven't got Robertson involved more. D-Rob is not playing because Kirby Smart has said that he's not blocking the way he wants him to block. And to be honest with you, that's allowed Holloman to step out there and perform and get better. So, I mean, it's closed one door, open another. D-Rob's either got to step up and play to the level the coach is wanting to play at, or he won't play. 1 second. Oh, he's wanting a toy. My daughter's playing with him. Here goes Alabama on a long pass. He caught it. 20-10. Woo, down to about the 10. Looks like Alabama's finna score. Let's see. UCF needs to stop crying about where they stand, because if they were playing this, absolutely, I agree. If you look at their conference that they're in, I'm gonna step outside until he's getting tired. He needs a nap, so I'm not gonna subject you guys to all that screaming. That's the way 10-month-olds are. They gonna keep, UCF is going to keep on running their dad blame mouth, and they're gonna step on the field with either a Georgia or Alabama, and or even Florida, the Florida Gators, and they are gonna get curb stomped. And I hope they do, because it'll shut them up. I'm tired of hearing about them. Listen, you play in one of the worst conferences in America. I think the Big Ten and the Big 12 are garbage conferences, and I would take almost every one of those teams over the teams in the, what's it called, the American Conference or some crap? Yeah. Man, good Lord. If UGA played UCF, they'd have to call UNICEF and separate them, because there wouldn't be nothing left but a pile of cleat stomps on them. It'd be over. It just would. I mean, let me put it to you this way. UCF thinks they're hot stuff, right? They had their coach, Mr. Frost. They've seen him out in Nebraska, right? And what's that, Big 10, Big 12? How's that working out for him? How's that working out? What are they, like 2-7 or something? And that's just a minor step up in conference strength. He didn't step up to an SEC schedule. No, sir. So that UCF stuff can take a hike. Play Big 12, play zero defense is horrible. I agree with that. He's back now. He was hurt also. Sorry, I missed some of the stuff. I gotta scroll back up. I mean, so by this time of the year, you've got several players that they're banged up, they're beat up, they've got underlying issues, they've got nagging injuries that they're not complaining about, but they exist. And so that's gonna give you a drop in performance across in different areas. One of those areas being the quarterback position. Obviously, Tua is not 100%. I mean, I understand he's a young man, but you get a knee injury or an ankle injury, those are joint injuries. They do not heal over a week. I don't care how much cortisone or B12 they shoot you up with, you ain't going to heal up in a week. You may feel better, but that's still not healed. There's a big difference. And you'll notice that as the games get longer and longer, he goes to step into a throw or whatnot, it's not going to work out good. It's going to start to make mistakes. But but I don't know. It looks like Alabama's probably fixing to score when I came outside, so I want to get back in and finish watching this game. Again, if you guys would go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, I really appreciate it. Share, like, subscribe, jump over on the Patreon page. I'll hit you guys up. I'll probably do a fan reaction video after this. Campbell, our defensive back, panics when he thinks he's beat. Well, at least he cares. At least he cares. So, guys, I'll be back on later today. I'm going to do live videos today, off and on. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on the next chat section, the next live chat session, and we'll get it rolling. So, thanks, guys. Have a great day. And as always, God bless. Go Dogs.